access of office to the former managing director of Nzoia Sugar, Michael Makoha, as he was suspended from the office by the Agriculture Cabinet Secretary Peter Munya after numerous complaints from stakeholders. Isabel Mwangi gives us more insight on this story.
Nzoia workers and farmers today blocked the former managing director Michael Makoha from accessing the premises after the court temporarily stopped his 3-month suspension issued by Agriculture Cabinet Secretary Peter Munya on 7th of June. Nzoia Secretary General Bernard Wanyonyi said since Makoha was suspended, he had refused to hand over and was only interested in interfering with the ongoing investigations, and further added that since Makoha assumed office, the company was owing farmers 160 million, but now it owes farmers 700 million.
Kumekuwa na madai ya ulagai wa pesa. Kumekuwa na madai ya amefanya kazi vibaya. Yeye ameenda kotini, akapata court order. Amekaa Matisi leo asubuhi, amepanga na hooligans. Anataka akuja aingie kwa kiwanda cha Nzoia kwa lazima. Vile tunaongea hivi, kuna mkurugenzi mkuu mwingine mwenye aliletwa na Ministry of Agriculture. Sisi tunajiuliza kama wafanyikazi, kama wakulima, kama wafanyabiashara wa hapa, tunaenda kuwa na wakurugenzi wakuu wangapi?
A labor court in Nairobi on Tuesday temporarily stopped his suspension until the case he filed before it is heard and determined, with his lawyer further added that he was illegally suspended. Mr. Makoha has further assured farmers and stockholders that he was back in office and ready to steer the factory.
I am pleased with the just ruling that was given by the employment court, reinstating me back to office. I want to assure all our stakeholders, our staff, our farmers, and everybody else who depends on Nzoia that we will continue doing that which we have been doing, which is to ensure that Nzoia flourishes.
The farmers have said that they will not allow the former managing director into office as they are comfortable with the acting managing director Crispin Omondi.
Sisi ambao tulifanya kazi na hii kampuni ya Nzoia tangu 2018 hatujalipwa salary arrears zetu. Tunajiuliza ya kwamba CPN huyu ambaye alikuja hapa Nzoia alikuja kufanya kazi gani?
Tunaomba waziri aliyeleta Makoha akae na yeye Nairobi, asikuje Nzoia tena.
The parties have now called for politicians not to incite the exercise as the investigation is ongoing. Isabel Mwangi, KUTV.
Hundreds of 2007-2008 post-election violence victims are at risk of eviction from their settlement scheme in Mohu Farm following a fierce court battle over unpaid land dues by the government and contempt of court orders. Wilson Gitonga with more on this story.
The 174 IDPs who were uprooted from their homes during the skirmishes in the Rift Valley had been resettled on 2 acres of the vast 523-acre farm in Nyandarua, awaiting subdivision of the land. However, in February, the families who have lived on the land since 2009 forcibly shared out the land among themselves, accusing the government of failing to formally subdivide the land allocated for their resettlement. Following this development, Mohu Holding Limited, in an application before the Nyahururu Environment and Land Court, yesterday sought orders to have the settlers evicted from the said land, claiming that the land is private property and was never sold out. Claims that were confirmed by the Deputy County Commissioner's office in court. The families claimed they were to be allocated 2¼ acres each, but the government had not formalized or even subdivided the land. In January 25th, the company successfully obtained a court order barring the defendants from interfering with the parcel of land until the matter was fully heard and determined. The company's director, Waithera Mohu, informed the court that the company has now been denied access to the parcel of land despite being the sole owners, saying that the defendants have no legal claim to the property. Justice Agima slated the mention of the matter for ruling on October 7th. For KUTV Primetime News, Wilson David Gitonga.
So the plaintiff can file